What's up, YouTube? So I get this phone call at my shop a lot. I get a lot of phone calls. Every day we get phone calls. That's the sign of a good phone number and a good location and everything else. So the phone call is, I need a wheel alignment. So I try and ask questions to make sure that the customer is searching the right sources for information. So I ask, okay, well, what makes you think you need a wheel alignment? And sometimes people think they know it all, and then, well, why are you asking me that? And give you an attitude instead of just, opening their arms and eyes and saying, okay, let this guy try and help me. So anyway, if the people ask and they say, oh yeah, well, while I'm driving down the road, my wheel shakes. That necessarily doesn't mean you need an alignment. Typically, it means that something is severely loose in your front end, or your tires are underinflated, or you have a shifted belt, or a bad tire, or a bent wheel, or loose wheels. But definitely, if your wheel's shaking while you're driving down the road without you hitting the brakes, that is a serious issue and needs to be looked at right away. Like, look at this guy's car. The car is dog tracking down the highway, meaning the rear tires are to the right of the front tires, which is severe misalignment. And that could be from many things. That could be the front end shifted or the rear end shifted. But yeah, this dude's driving down the road. We call that dog tracking. So that's severe misalignment. I mean, that is not good. That means when you're making turns, the car is definitely turning at a different rate. But nevertheless, back to the misalignment. That's severe misalignment. Typically, the rear severe misalignment. But if your steering wheel is off center like this or like that, that means your alignment or something is severely loose in your front end. If your vehicle constantly pulls to one side when you take your hands off the wheel, that's another alignment issue. If you're driving down the road and your steering wheel is just shaking away without you hitting the brakes, that usually is an issue, but it could also be a braking issue also, meaning the caliper is stuck on, applied, causing the rotor to be overheated and warped. So, but most cases, an alignment issue is going to be very noticeable and fed back to the driver by the steering wheel being off, the steering wheel changing directions on its own. But yeah, thanks for watching.